So, £25,000 up for grabs. You've been playing really, really well, and this is the moment to win the money. Okay, it's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. I do have to ask those of you who lost your head-to-heads to leave the studio. So that's John from Quizzical, but it's mainly on this side, isn't it? It's Dave and Lisa and CJ. Take your leave of us now, please. So, you've got here to the final. Alice, Mike, Jonathan and Peter, and you're playing to win Quizzical £25,000. Pat and Barry, here you are again. Couple of games you've been in this situation, just defending the last post now for the Eggheads. And, of course, playing for something that money can't buy, which is your reputations. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. They're going to be general knowledge. You can confer. So, Quizzical, the question is, can your 4 brains knock out these 2? Bang heads together. Do you want to go first or second?
We'd like to go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go. Kris Jenner is the mother of which of these American TV personalities? Kim Kardashian, Oprah Winfrey, or Nicole Richie?
Is Oprah Winfrey too old to...
I'd be drawn to Kim Kardashian, but I don't know why. Yeah. Well, her father is the adopted father's the athlete, the American athlete. All right.
Kris Jenner.
I'm tempted to say Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm drawn to Kim Kardashian, but nothing more than a hunch.
Okay.
I'm drawn to Kim Kardashian.
Why not?
Yeah, go.
Can we go for Kim Kardashian, please, Jeremy?
Are they right, Eggheads?
Yeah,
yes, you are right. Well done.
Bruce Jenner, the Olympic decathlete winner.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. So, 1 point to you. Well done. I'm glad you didn't slip up there. That was great. Here's your question, Eggheads. Which of these mythological creatures was killed by Perseus? Minotaur, Chimera, or Medusa the Gorgon?
Medusa the Gorgon.
Who killed the Chimera?
But often killed the Chimera, and the Minotaur was Theseus.
Okay, so it's
Medusa.
We're going for Medusa the Gorgon.
Medusa the Gorgon is correct. Your question. More Fool Me is the 3rd volume of autobiography by which man? Simon Cowell, Stephen Fry, or Peter Kay?
I don't think it's Peter.
I think it's Peter Kay. Is it Peter Kay? I do know Peter Kay. I wouldn't know, but I don't think it's Peter Kay.
I've never heard of a book.
Or Fool. I know
And I had no idea about Simon Cowell, but it sounds like what Stephen Fry would say. More Fool Me. Well done.
Yeah, it's
I
quite
don't know.
exciting.
He's definitely had. He's on. I think he's on his 3rd. He's definitely on multiple volumes of his autobiography, Stephen Fry. I'd go with Stephen Fry, but...
Okay. Not quite sure, but I think we're going to have to go for Stephen Fry.
A lot of discussion there. Stephen Fry's correct. Well done. 2 to you. You're in the lead. £25,000. Which Radio 1 DJ received a 2-week ban in 1973 when he told striking miners to go back to work as power cuts were interfering with his pantomime rehearsals? Was it Tony Blackburn, David Hamilton, or John Peel?
Well, first thoughts are that John Peel seems a little unlikely for Panto.
Who'd be likely to say that?
Tony Blackburn, just a sort of a hunch, seems to me to be slightly more outspoken. But again, that's very, very vague.
I must admit, Tony Blackburn's the one I'd choose, but I have absolutely nothing to base it
I
on.
have nothing at all. It's just a hunch. It's not. In fact, hunch is overstating it. Can we go for Tony Blackburn?
Yeah.
With some concerns.
Keep our fingers crossed.
We don't know Jeremy. And on the flimsiest of logic, we're going for Tony Blackburn.
It's kind of the obvious one, but then that's dangerous. The answer is Tony Blackburn. You're level pegging. So, 3rd question. Get this one right, and then all you have to do is watch and enjoy the panic. Here's your question. Which silent comedian starred in the 1923 film Safety Last? Is that Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, or Charlie Chaplin?
Safety Last.
Do you know this at all?
I have no clue.
Please, Peter.
Top of my head, it's not there, no, but...
23.
Right.
Is that the right age for all
Buster
of
Keaton,
those?
Charlie Chaplin.
Are any of them just we can rule out?
I'd be tempted to go for Harold Lloyd. I think the others are too light. It's Harold Lloyd.
Well,
you don't
going down
know
the middle
who Harold Lloyd is, then.
Try to test it
Yeah.
for his tactics.
Middle.
No.
I don't even...
I know there was a question recently on Charlie Chaplin. They're probably all feasible answers. It's only based on the logic that I heard one the other day about a silent film, and then the answer was a name I've never heard of, and I've heard of Chaplin.
Have you heard of Buster Keaton?
Aye.
I don't know.
Go for it.
It's terrible.
You'll kick yourself if you go for Harold Lloyd and it isn't.
Well, okay, I can go with you on this.
There's nothing to it. It's a guess. We're basically guessing anyway, aren't we? Realistic.
We're more educated, aren't we?
You don't know it.
All right.
Jonathan, so.
Unless you know it, I think we should just. I'd guess Harold Lloyd. This is right, and we've gone down the middle quite a lot.
Well, you know,
Okay.
I can't disagree with you.
Okay.
It's the hardest question ever.
Tricky one, but we'll go for Harold Lloyd.
Harold Lloyd is your answer. So I heard the arguments. My goodness, Mike's put it out there. Just let's see if the Eggheads know.
Famously hanging from the arms of Big Ben, it was Harold Lloyd.
Harold Lloyd is the right answer. Fantastic play. Well done to you, Ivy Mike. He was hanging off a clock face as well. You're right. Not Big Ben, by the way.
Wasn't it?
Different one. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. You've got 3 out of 3. Can't do any better than that. These two have to get this question right, or you've won £25,000 without even lifting a finger from here on in. So just watch and enjoy. Let's see what happens here. Here's your question, Eggheads. The artist Roland Green, who died in 1972, was particularly well known for his paintings of which creatures? Is it horses, dogs, or birds?
I'm afraid I don't know anything.
I don't know anything at all about him. There have been some famous paintings of dogs, and he's not a name that comes to mind, so I don't think it...
Well, all 3 of those types of creatures have had lots of paintings, haven't they?
I really have... Oh, gosh.
I have no idea.
Neither have I.
If I was just told to have a mad guess, I'd say birds, but that's a mad guess. There's nothing behind it at all. Nothing.
No. And I think on the basis that birds is the most unlikeliest of those 3, and I've not heard of them. I've been inclined to go for that. But it's a very spacious way to make an argument.
What do you want to do?
Birds?
Birds, it's absolutely tail on the donkey job, this. Completely speculative, Jeremy. Birds.
Okay, if you've got it wrong, then the winning streak is over and our challengers, Quizzical, get £25,000. If you got it right, we go to sudden death. I don't know how you did it, but the answer is birds. So we go to sudden death. Both teams have done very well here. 3 points out of 3. It gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternative answers. £25,000 we're playing for. Which 2014 film stars Chris Pratt as a character called Peter Quill, who forms an alliance with a group of extraterrestrial misfits?
I've seen this.
Have you seen it?
Thankfully.
Jonathan, give you an answer.
I think I'll just check that I've got the name right. Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's a Marvel comic.
I think it is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
We'd like to go for Guardians of the Galaxy, please, Jeremy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is the right answer. Still playing well. You got 4 out of 4. Well done. Okay, Eggheads. Again, you're on the edge. Here's your question. Which English folk song features the refrain, "Oh, 'tis my delight on a shiny night in the season of the year"? If you get it wrong, they have £25,000.
I'm thinking folk
Folk songs. We've got
Green Sleeves.
Green Grow the Russia Soul.
Yeah.
We've got Summer is a Coming In. Well, there's obviously hundreds of folk songs.
I've never heard that line ever. Absolutely stumped. Refrain. Something that's repeated all through the song.
Sounds quite jolly, doesn't it? Tis my delight. So, could it be Summer is a Coming In? Or is the language too modern? That's Shakespearean, isn't it?
It's earlier than Shakespearean.
Is the language in that extract too modern for it?
It might be. I mean, that's the best guess of anything that could come up so far. It doesn't sound right, but I've got nothing else to go on.
I've run dry, really. I don't have many candidates.
I have to go for that then. Some are coming in.
Okay. We're pretty stumped here, Jeremy, but we're going to go for Summer is a Coming In.
Summer is a coming in. The refrain, "Oh, 'tis my delight on a shiny night in the season of the year," comes from the English folk song, The Lincolnshire Poacher. So we say congratulations, challengers, you have won! Now that's nice, well done. Any thoughts on what are you going to do with £25,000?
We're going to spend it.
We didn't plan on having any. We didn't think we'd win.
Haven't actually thought about it.
No.
Okay, that was nicely done. You held your nerve. You got some good quizzes in there as well, I can tell. Aren't they? Good team.
Yes, excellent.
Properly won.
Deserved winners.
Well done. Brilliant, Quizzical. You've won £25,000. The Eggheads are suitably abashed. You are officially cleverer than them. This whole winning streak thing that we've had to go on about for days and days is over for the Eggheads. You've proved they can be beaten. What a game. Join us next time on Eggheads to see if a new team of challengers will be just as successful. Till then, goodbye.